Peace. Peace, peace, peace. And more peace. Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses. Salute the God gang. What up? Salute back Indian defenders. What's up? Good morning to the gods. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. So glad to have you. So glad to congregate with the gods. Come on in. I want you guys to repeat after me. Let's get right into it. Prayer is a mind changing process. One more time. Prayer is a mind changing process. Yes. Prayer is the topic of conversation for today, right? Obviously, we're going to talk about prayer, the power of prayer, the understanding of prayer, the idea of prayer. So let's talk about mind-changing processes, right? We get up every day, we look at the sky, it's beautiful, it's blue. Look at this beautifully blue sky. How do we know the sky is blue? Well, we know the sky is blue because somebody told us. Somebody told us the sky was blue. So we get up every day and we recognize the sky in its natural blue state. Prayer is how we recognize the sky. You know, you're only your ingredients. You're only your ingredients. So if I don't have a color or a description to describe the sky, then there is no color or description to describe the sky because there are no ingredients. Prayer allows us to focus our attention, allows us to focus our mind, allows us to pinpoint our intentions. You know, put it into a funnel of power and aim it. That's what prayer allows us to do. Prayer is the process of changing your mind. The process of changing your reality starts with prayer, starts with the consistent regimen of prayer or advanced meditation. You know, like prayer is the beginning level. Advanced meditation is the next level, right? So the process of prayer is the process of programming your mind. Like when you're focused, when you're praying on health, don't wait until you get sick to pray for health. You know, you gotta, when you wake up every day, say to yourself, I am healthy. Repeat after me. I am healthy. Yes. One more time. I am healthy. Yeah. Every day. And you can also add in I am happy. I am happy. All right. You add these into your daily prayers. You add these into your daily programs. You wake up every day and you set the tone. You don't leave it to happenstance and to circumstance. You determine that you're happy. You determine your health. Like, we can't wait on prayer. We can't wait until we're in a situation where prayer is needed. You know, it works then too, of course, right? It's a mind changing process. So as soon as you begin to focus your attention, as soon as you begin to to aim your power, things change. Things change. Again, the universe is here to do your bidding. The universe is here to be commanded by the gods. It's here to be molded and shaped and bent to our will, to our desires. So we have to command it. We have to pinpoint it and point it in the direction that we want it to go in. We have to choose where we want our power to flow. Prayer helps with that. Prayer is the process of speaking the word into existence. The process of claiming and affirming your true self. See, I like to tell us a lot of times we have to visualize the end. We have to see us in the end. We have to see us all the way through it. We have to see us receiving and enjoying the bounty and the splendor of the Lord, right? Of our self, of our gift, of our light, right? And that's what prayer is to some, you know. That's prayer, right? It's conceptually the concept of prayer. You know, seeing yourself being healed and claiming it. You know what I'm saying? Like claiming that a God or the gods or Allah or Moses or whoever you believe in, right, has the power to heal you, the power to change a situation, has the power to move and bend um, circumstances. But that power is in us. That power lies in us. That power is something that we were given when we started this trip. The power to change the world, you know, to change our reality, you know. And that process starts, and that starts with changing our mind, changing our mindset, changing the way we see things, changing the way we respond to things, the way we react to situations, you know. Like I say, you gotta see yourself at the end. And when people pray, there's a level of trust in the process. There's a level of knowing that it's going to be done. Like again, like that's the, like, you know, the belief in the thing. If you believe in God strongly, if you believe in Allah strongly, um, then you will believe that they have the power, they have the strength, they have the ability to grant you your wish, to heal you, to set you free, you know, to give you the desires of your heart because you believe in their powers. So you have so again, the key and that is believing, right? That would be the key. And that type of prayer. So the same thing works in meditation, the same thing works in praying to change your mindset. You have to believe that it's going to work. You have to believe that you have the power, that you are connected to the power, that the power can flow through you, that the power is under your command. Like the shit the book says, you know, as a man thinketh, so is he. Like you determine your life, like what you think, what you feed your head, what you put into your mind, what you put into your thoughts becomes your dinner, becomes your life, becomes your reality. So if you feed yourself negative thoughts, that's what you will be. If you feed yourself hate, that's what you will be. If you feed yourself fear and lack, that's what you will be. But on the other hand, if you feed yourself love, that's what you will be. So a man thinketh, so he is. So if you think prosperity, you think success, that's what you'll be. If you think happiness and health, that's what you'll be. you know Changing your mind changes the world. Changing the way you see things changes the way people see you. Like, again, like I'm saying, like a lot of us, we have to understand, like, our response and our reaction controls the situation. That's like a kid. You know what I mean? They in a room with their parents or something, and they trying to talk to, like, mom, and like, mom, 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 like, and they sitting right there, and the mom just ignoring them and shit. Yeah, so what? You calling me, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, until we indulge in it, until we engage it, they're just trying to get our attention. You know what I mean? They're just trying to, you know, trying to get into our mind space. But we can sit there and choose not to answer, not ignore them, just choose not to answer, choose not to indulge, choose not to play, you know, play these negative games, play these hate-filled games, you know, create more negative energy, more negative mind space for ourselves. So we can choose not to do that. And that's how we have to maneuver in the world. We have to choose to where we put our attention. We have to choose what deserves our attention. You know, like, it's a big difference between the ones and everybody else. Like, the ones have to be more thoughtful. You have to be more thoughtful in your actions, more thoughtful in the things that you say, in your movements. We understand that everything that we do has a consequence. It's not up to someone else. We, you know, we can pray for our outcome. We can meditate on our outcome. You know what I'm saying? We don't just sit back and relax and let someone else do it for me. When I meditate, like, I have to see myself there. I have to sit there and stay there until I get to where I want to be, until I'm one with this feeling, till I'm sitting in the place, till I'm enjoying the thing, till I'm touching it, till I'm feeling it, I'm smelling it, I'm tasting it. You know, I have to stay there. Like you got a lion, and he's preying on an antelope. You could imagine that what he's doing is he's visualizing his success. You know what I mean? He's visualizing and anticipating, the moves of the antelope, of the prey. It's not easy to pray. Because once you pray, you gotta be. That's the illest thing about believing and shit. You know, is people say, is the be part. Like once you make it happen, once you pray for something, you gotta know it. You gotta go out and be. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be it. You gotta move in that manner. You gotta walk out on faith. You gotta be it. Like that's the part of believe that people miss. They think that it's really a, be lied to. No, it's be it, nigga. Get up and pray. Get up and move, and then be it. Once you meditate on something, once you get to that space, that tune of peace, that tune of homeostasis, and you feel healed, be it. Be healed. Get up and be healed. Once you feel successful, be it. Get up and be successful. Once you feel encouraged, be it. Get up and be courageous. This is the difference, it's some niggas that might pray and wait, but all things, what is it? All things that are, all things that are asked, believing, believing it and believing in your heart. I can't think about it right now. I think it's all things. All things that you ask. Something about truly believing in your heart. But that's the key. Like knowing. And like again, believing to me is being. So it's like niggas say they fake it till they make it. It's a different mindset. If you're being it, you're not faking it. You're being it. Like sometimes niggas confuse themselves, but they're lying to themselves to the point where they believe it, and they're being it. You know, you have to be God. You have to be God in the physical. You have to let Christ be formed in you. That's by being it. It's by knowing it. It's about putting on the full power of the universe, the full power of God. Like just trusting in all the elements, trusting in all the energies, trusting in all things that is out here to work for you, that is out here to help you, to make you better, to make you stronger, to help you enjoy your experience. That's what we have to know. And then we gotta get out here and be it. We gotta get out here and enjoy it and indulge in it. Like it's hard for people to indulge in the shit. It's like, do they really believe in prayer? You know, like if you believed in the prayer that you were doing, you wouldn't do it the way that they doing it. Like you understand, people pray weird and shit. People pray weird and they don't pray with power. They don't pray with power. They don't pray with with strength and courage. Oh God, if you just get me out of this just one time, I won't ask for nothing else. Just this one time. Just give it to me one time. I'll be good. I ain't gonna ask for nothing else. Huh? Nah, that ain't how it works. No, that ain't how it works. You're supposed to ask and keep asking and keep commanding until they demonstrate that it don't work. If you ask God for something one time and the God gave it to you, you gonna be done? Why would you be done asking? If it's some shit that's working, why not keep working it? You know? How to be thy will, if it be thy will, if it's up to you. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a shortcut in killing yourself. You know, what is your will? You know, God is here to give you the desires of your heart. You know, like it ain't about his heart. What's the desires of your heart? You just got one desire. You just got one thing. You know, you're not really using the full Monty. You're not using the 100% pack. You got to be more selfish. You know what I'm saying? You got to use the energy up, use the power up, use the God up. If it's possible, try not to. I mean, try to find out. I have tried to find out. I have really been trying to find out where a nigga luck runs out. Praise, you know what I mean? Praise God, right? Like that's how we should be living. You should be testing God. What is God doing? What is the power of the source doing for you right now in this very moment? How do you know? You're not testing it. You're not stepping out on it on faith. It's like we got wings, nigga. A lot of us born with them naturally. Can take flight anytime we want. A lot of us can move mountains. You know, manipulate time and space anytime we want. You know, it's we got to get excited about our energy. You know, we got to get excited about our energy and get excited about being able to focus our energy. Get excited about being able to focus our attention. Peace to the gods. Indeed, we have no idea of our limits. We have no idea of the power that lies within. That's what I'm saying. We gotta try it. We gotta test this motherfucker. Use it up. I challenge you. I wanna meet a nigga that used up all his power. You know? Like that's the challenge of the day. You know? The challenge of the day every day is to use up all my power to see if the motherfucking source got it in. You know, see how much love, you know what I mean? Like the source can pour out on a nigga. You know, that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. I mean, because how would we know? How can a person know? How can a human being know the power of God without testing it? You know, without indulging in it, without enjoying it, without benefiting from it. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't just, get a taste of some shit. Like what's them chips that you can't just bet you can't eat just one. I mean, you can't just get one blessing. You know, you can't just get one wish. You can't just get one opportunity. No, nigga, I bet you can't eat just one. Like once you start to tap into your power, once you start to tap into your godhood, you won't be able to eat just one. Wow. Yeah. I mean, listen, man, they got us in a really cool, safe place. You know, like people are safe, niggas are safe, and they don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to be scared. They don't want to feel unprotected. They don't want to feel vulnerable. So niggas is safe. Niggas has become familiar with safe. You know what I mean? Like cameras and you know what I mean? And you know, like you said, cell phones and GPS maps, and you know, you never have to feel lost, and you never have to feel like, you know, 911 isn't just, you know, a phone call away. Like there is an emergency coming. You know what I mean? Like there is help for you. Don't worry. You know, you got a problem, just call 911. You need help, you know, we'll think for you. You know what I'm saying? You need help, we'll think for you. You don't have to think for yourself. You don't have to worry about the dangers of failing, the dangers of controlling your own power, the dangers of motherfucking of feeding yourself mentally, you know? And that's what I try to explain to us. Like that is a nigga that don't love us. A person that don't want to see you fall, a person that don't want to see you, you know, potentially fail is a person that don't believe you can potentially succeed. Motherfucker ain't mad at you, you fall. No, nigga, okay, cool. Now you know what you did wrong, right? Okay, go ahead, try it again now. Just don't do what you did wrong again. Now, if you don't know what you did wrong, I can tell you what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is what you did wrong. So next time, you know, that's how we think in life. That's how the guys think. That's how people that love you think. Yeah, get out there, like your grandma. Don't come in this house until it's dinner time. It's time to eat. You know what I'm saying? When it's not when it's 10 times over, then you can come back out, nigga. But right now, you better go outside and play. Go out and explore this world. See the neighborhood. See the motherfucking birds, trees. Go flip on motherfucking mattresses. Go be a kid. I know ain't nothing gonna happen to y'all, but I'm not gonna keep y'all sheltered in the house and have y'all up here underneath me on some sissy shit. If niggas wanna fight, go ahead and fight, nigga. You be alright. Grandma stand by the window and watch niggas fight. Shit. Yeah, you know? And that's the thing, like, yeah, like people see it, you know, like we have this thing about being embarrassed. You know, we have this thing about um you know, making mistakes and looking silly or looking foolish. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big thing that we have, a big problem that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't want to look foolish. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want to be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? So those are triggers that keep us locked. Those are motherfucking mechanisms that keep us frozen and stuck in shells. You know what I mean? Like again, people don't understand that the concept of safe is keeping you sick. Like safe makes you sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're constantly worried about what you can't do. It's like safety ain't freedom, you know? Like being a little bit of dangerous is being a little bit free. Being able to motherfucking, you know, um, to live life by the minute. You know what I'm saying? To enjoy the exhilaration of life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to be exhilarated and to be safe. You know what I'm saying? It's like borderline impossible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to do something new, to try something that requires faith, that requires, you know, belief in things unseen could be embarrassing. It could be dangerous. You know what I mean? It might not be safe. You see? So, and that's like even with a job and shit. Like, what's a good job? A good job is some shit that other motherfuckers went in and then demonstrated that it worked. Like most people don't really fuck with startup companies. You know what I'm saying? They want to do some shit that other motherfuckers that came in and made their motherfucking fortune and didn't just work a job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different types, it's different types of mentalities in the world. Yeah. I mean, again, and it's and what it is it's not so much the like again yeah, we definitely need to pop that bubble. But yeah, like so like here's the thing too. Like I try to try to remind people like they want us to feel like we need them. Like you have to understand too, like even when we go to a restaurant, the restaurant makes us think that their food is better than our food. We have to come here because their chili. Oh my god, their chili is just the best. They got a secret sauce, and they barbecue chicken is just a secret. You know what I'm saying? So it's like part of the hook in life, the life that we live, is other people telling us that they got something that we gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Like, and them telling us about us so that they can control, you know, our our minds and our reality of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if they control how we feel, then they can use it to benefit them for their will, for their finances, and for their motherfucking love, and to build their empire and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they doing with our motherfucking, with our energy and our attention and shit. Like people are trying to manipulate us. But that's part of the challenge. That's part of the goal and shit. Like again, like you can't be afraid of a motherfucker trying to play you. That's a game. It's a game of life. You know what I'm saying? Like how do you know when a nigga's trying to play you if a nigga don't try to play you and shit? That's what I'm saying. Like we can't be so righteous that we can't you know enjoy a show. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, this nigga think he's slick. Yeah, I mean, I was cute. And nigga tried some more cute shit. He tried to take me off of myself. That was cute. So like I say, like you was saying on this one right here, like you find yourself afraid to, you know what I mean, but you should be afraid to invest in other people that don't believe in themselves. You know what I mean? Like again, like when we invest in this shit, we not really investing in people. I mean, in businesses. Like if you trying to go to like if you getting a loan from somebody, like I say, I know I'm at billion. I have done this. I know what it is and what people lend money to. They don't lend money to business plans, and they don't lend money to motherfucking you know, startups and ideas. They lend money to people. Who is your leaders? Who is your executives? Who's your CEO? What's his resume? Let me meet this nigga. Let me see if he has the fucking ability, leadership qualities and abilities. You know what I mean? If I give him the money, is he going to know what he takes? Because again, you can't just throw money at stuff. You need real people. No matter how much money you got, you need people to fucking fight and push buttons and make shit happen, right? So that's life. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't invest in ideas. We invest in people. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet people or when you're looking to invest, you're really looking to support people. You know what I'm saying? So you should be finding people that you're investing in. Finding, leaders and gods that you're investing in, because ideas and shit, motherfuckers got good ideas, but they don't have leadership qualities. They don't have God qualities. They're not able to follow their shit through. A good idea is definitely cool, but how hard it is to do a lot of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Yeah, like you want to invest in people. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to do as gods. We got to invest in people. We got to make sure that we can understand that the leadership qualities, um, skill sets of the people, and we want to support them. You know, that's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, that's the thing. Like again, so all right, okay, again. So again, let's be God for a second. Let's be God for a second. Understand that we are God to Pharaoh. We are God to our problems. We are God to oppression. We are God to sickness. We are God to our finances. We are God to poverty, right? So it's like, what's wrong with the system? Who created the system? If the gods didn't create the system, that's what I'm saying. Like guess that, and that's why we're here. We're here to say, okay, cool. I understand the system might not seem right, but that's because it's not right. It's really rigged. It's a rigged system, and it's rigged for the gods. Like, yeah, we special. We feel different. We just gotta work on our differences so we can make them. We can do it at will. But we feel right. The shit is rigged. Some people get extra shit. Some people got access to different shit. It's not supposed to be fair, but we supposed to understand our place in it. You know what I'm saying? But the system isn't the problem. If the system was to collapse, I'm telling you, the gods, the niggas like you and me, they will create another system just like this. You know, just like this. Like again, part of the joy is to let my people go. Part of the joy is to is freeing the people. That's part of the joy of life. You know what I'm saying? Now again, so just imagine somebody coming in new to this system, like you said, to this system. Just a normal, like we're not saying that they tapped into God, the source, or nothing. We just saying just a person. Now again, like I said to people, like people gotta realize and understand, like, like I say, like like the problem of life is a mental problem. Everybody feel mental problems. We all get upset about George Floyd in motherfucking Wisconsin. We get upset about Mike Brown in Missouri. We get upset about Trayvon Martin in motherfucking in Florida. Meanwhile, the nigga across the street, he done killed two or three motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And we get that nigga dap every day. He a real nigga. Like what? Like, so I'm just saying, like, we gotta think about what's really going on. Like, we think we poor, but every nigga I know got a fly car and got everything they want. Like, you know? So the system. What is the system? And what is the system really doing to niggas physically, not mentally? Cause yeah, it's mentally fucked over niggas. So that's what I'm saying. So if you just threw a nigga into the system, I don't see him having a problem. Now you have to indoctrinate him with the system. The system is just a motherfuckers coming to clean the motherfucker, like sanitation workers, post office, motherfucking um the police and firefighters and you know public works. That's the system. You know what I mean? That like the mentality of the system, or we oppressed and we beaten up and we enslaved. The white man is the devil type of shit. That's some shit that you gotta learn. That's not the system day one. You don't get that the first day. That's some shit you gotta be indoctrinated with by the time you 18. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga that don't know nothing about the system, I mean, what is he tripping about? He gotta learn all this extra shit. And then if he start to indulge in the shit, well, like, That's like I'm saying that, and that's a good question. That's like an African to me. That's an African. That's the African coming to America, getting upset, acting like he got a problem with the police, acting like he got a problem with the white man, and he don't know no white people in Africa. Only white motherfuckers he knows the niggas that brought him to America. That's my same shit. So it's like there is no problem with the system. It's just a bunch of niggas that get here and start faking and pump faking to be down with us in America who don't have a problem with the system and are pretending like we got a problem with the system just because we just reverse we trying to reverse psychology to reverse psychology. If niggas could understand that shit, we would be way better off and shit. Like that's why I be trying to tell niggas. Every black person you know think they smarter than most white people. That's just the reality. I'm sorry, white people don't like me saying that and shit, but that's how niggas feel. Whether y'all think it's true or not, for real. And we know y'all feel like that. That's why y'all scared. When y'all see black people, y'all grab y'all purse and all types of shit. You know what I mean? Y'all know that it's the power here. It's some power in this motherfucker, bro. Let me protect myself. You know? Because he could do with me what he want. And bitch, I don't want nothing. So the system ain't the problem. It's the system that allows motherfuckers to you know, to get mind fucked. You know? I mean, about other humans and shit. Like I said, I mean, children play with children. Motherfucking kids get along. My best friend growing up, my first best friend was a white boy named Jason, Italian boy. I lived in South Philly. I grew up in South Philly. You know, fuck. Italian white boy. Shit, lived next door. They lived on next door on both sides. It's fucking 80s and shit. You know what I mean? White boy Jason and shit. And he was a white boy. I mean, you know, it's fucking kids. We the same age and shit. He lived right next door. Like I would knock on his door. His grandma would open the door. I would move her out the way and run past her and look for Jason. Then I didn't see him. I run upstairs, look for Jason and shit. And they ain't tripping. They ain't like, oh, look at this little nigger baby and all this shit. No, it's David. The fuck? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, kids play. Like, so the system ain't the fucking problem. You know what I mean? The system ain't the problem. Kids gonna play. We gonna be friends. And, you know, until we grow up, we gonna be cool. That's just Jason and shit. Definitely. Definitely. Right. Once the gods appear, niggas get free. Once the gods appear, people get free. That's just the reality. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? You know, once the gods appear, people get free. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people would think that the system is a lie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, the same niggas that we think right now, they don't think the system is a lie. You know, like you gotta really, you know what I'm saying? Like, the system had to do something to you. It had to, you know what I mean? You might have tested the shit to see if it was a lie, and then it was, oh yeah, it's just a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just, like I said, like the average, like, you know what I mean? You just don't wake up assuming the worst and shit. You know what I mean? Like, you assume the best for niggas and shit. My bad. I'm here. I'm at your last comment. My bad. Like, you wake up, like, you assume the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, like, listen, man. You gotta be one of the chosen. I know it's hard for me to understand, hard for me to like be that harsh and shit. And I hate to be so stuck on this shit, you know. But like I say, it's white people that come here, it's Spanish people. I mean, not Spanish people, but Native Americans and all types of other people that come here. And I'm not going to be mean to people, but we have to think differently. We got to think differently. If you connect to this, it's because you are different. If you come here, you in the back of the class, they be sitting here, it's because you different. That's it. Like, everybody ain't the same type of person. Shit. everybody don't have powers. Everybody ain't like special. Everybody ain't one of the ones. Like, you know? So some people won't feel differently. Okay, let me ask you a question though. All right. Have you ever dated a girl that well no I didn't put this on you, but like have you ever seen a girl that called the police on niggas and shit? A nigga or like just a nigga arguing or some shit. She like, I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna call the police. Like or did you ever see like what I'm trying to say is it's these weak-minded niggas that's the system. You know what I mean? Like niggas, somebody gotta call the police most times. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, rarely, the police, they stop niggas on the corner and other shit than that, but rarely, most times somebody gotta call these motherfuckers. Niggas calling the law. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is involving the system. The girl is putting a nigga on motherfucking child support. She called the system. That nigga called the cops. He ain't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like the system, the law is a result of these of the mentality of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And the mentality of some of these niggas abusing some of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know this shit seem crazy and shit. I know this shit seem crazy. But that's why I'm saying, like, we gotta be mentally over all of this shit. Like, we gotta be God to the motherfucking cops. Fuck a cop, nigga. Fuck a cop. Like, we not afraid of these niggas. You know what I mean? Like, and real criminals outthink the police. Like I say, like, real criminals ain't afraid of police. Real criminals ain't afraid of cameras. Ain't afraid of motherfucking, you know, security guards and shit like that. Like, real criminals think that's just a part of the job. You know what I mean? They outthink the motherfuckers. That's like niggas in jail and shit. They're not afraid of the CEOs. They outthinking the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta outthink the system. The system is just a challenge. Like you say, you wake up and you challenge yourself every day. Like, it's just a head to cut off every day. It's a motherfucker to referee your fly every day. Yeah, the system ain't the problem. It's the opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Like, life is so boring. Again, as a God status, it's Godhood. Life is so boring. You know, that's why most motherfucking civilizations in America had monthly festivals, monthly events and shit, because life is so boring. They just spent most of their time setting up for these big ass festivals, setting up for these big ass events. Because, like, us as God, we are not going to have problems. We're not going to be walking around here starving, walking around here trying to figure out what we want, fish or motherfucking or deer. You know what I'm saying? Like we know how to kill, how to trap, how to fish, how to cast, everything in a matter of minutes. You know what I'm saying? We know how to irrigate, we know how to grow crops. So it's like we're not gonna be walking around here starving. We're gonna figure this shit out, and then it's gonna be over. We're gonna come past this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand the concept of farming. Like, these white boys sit there and look at crops. You know what I mean? Like, a motherfucking farmer, he's sitting there watching crops for like 6 months. Like, 3 months? What are you doing? Niggas will plant they shit and leave. They had a system where you would plant one shit and this shit helped this other shit and the other shit come up underneath all that other shit. You ain't got to watch the shit. You made it where they babysit themselves. And these niggas can't understand that concept. So it's like for us, we always going to think like that. There's never going to be an obstacle for niggas too long that niggas is going to be stuck in. We always going to figure something out better and be able to maneuver around this shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of that, we going to be bored. And that's why these niggas come up with something new, a new car, a new model, and all this other shit. Because niggas is going to keep getting money. Niggas is going to keep expanding and keep sourcing up, keep making it unimaginable imaginable. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we do. Right? I mean, I wish we did too. I wish we did too. But again, some of us some of us felt different as a child. You felt different as a child. You felt different as a child. And here's the thing too though, like 9 out of 10 of our children, they guys. They like these children get what they want. They've been doing what they want and getting what they want as children. Like our kids are spoiled as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kids are spoiled as fuck. You know? It's like again, but the responsibility of God is something totally different. Like I say, our kids are spoiled, but we teach them to give their power to the Easter Bunny and give their power to the Tooth Fairy, give their power to Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? If they good, they naughty or nice, Santa Claus will reward them instead of them rewarding itself. So it's just we teaching them wrong information, but a child doesn't necessarily need that responsibility yet because he has to. Again, like this is the game of development. You know what I mean? Like this is the game of development. This is a game of development. Like you have to. It's always levels to this shit. You start off as as just a young child, and then you develop into what do you want to be? You want to be a magician. What kind of magician you want to be? You want to be a healer. You want to be uh, you know, a warlock, a fucking fairy, a pixie. What kind of magician are you? You know, there's different levels. You can grow up to be a wizard once you practice all of this stuff. Like, see, that's what I'm saying too. Like, a lot of this shit we need to know that we can do at will. Like if we don't practice, if we don't get into fights, you don't know you got a strong right hook. You don't know how to bob and weave. You know what I mean? If you don't slap box and what I mean, if you don't practice in the gym, you don't. You know what I mean? You don't develop that rhythm so that you can always know when the shit is going in. You know when it's going in because you got the rhythm. You got that memory muscle, that muscle memory. And that's like being a guy. Like you get to develop a muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? Like when I get, like I said, when I get a challenge and shit, sometimes I don't even think about it. It's like second nature to me. You know? My response would be second nature. Yeah, like being a child is a great thing. It's a stage where you get to learn without making mistakes because you don't know what a mistake is and shit. Like that, the fear that children lack is the shit that adults need to get. You know what I'm saying? That type of fear, that type of trusting and shit. Like children that have imaginary friends. You know, children that have friends. You know, and be having tea parties with imaginary friends and shit, playing GI Joes with imaginary friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what adults need to do. And I know that seems crazy, but that's how you win. You know what I'm saying? I prepare a table for you in the presence of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many niggas is ready to sit down in the presence of their enemies and shit? You know? How many niggas feel like that they can sit down in the presence of their enemies and shit. You know what I mean? You got to have that type of vision. You got to be able to have imaginary play dates with your enemies. You know what I mean? Have tea dates with your enemies and shit like a child. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and have imaginary conversations with your dreams like a child and shit. You know? So the child, that stage of development is some shit that we need as adults. We need to remember those stages and that trusting stage. That trusting that everything will work out. That trusting and you know what I mean, in the good of us, the good in humanity, the goodness in people. You know what I mean? That you know what I mean? Because again, like I say, like if when we expect the worst from niggas, we get the worst. You know what I'm saying? But children expect the best. You know what I'm saying? And it's like what you feed your head is what you receive. If you you know if you getting if you thinking negative shit will happen. You know what I mean? I mean, again, like that's what children are. Children are spiritual people because, they're not told not to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to learn not to be spiritual. You have to learn not to, you know what I mean, not to trust in in yourself and trust in your existence and trust that you are infinite. You know what I mean? These are learned traits. These are shits that we get from social elements and shit, you know? Yeah, and that's what we're talking about today, because that's what prayer does. Prayer is a mind changing process. You know what I'm saying? Meditating is a mind changing process. You know, once you get to start having these imaginary play dates in your mind, you sit like that's what we did. I had a couple months ago, imagination play date. This is the type of shit we need to do as adults, as grown ass motherfucking men and women. We need to sit down with ourselves and have tea dates, imaginary play dates with ourselves, and put our imagination, you know, on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? Put our imagination on the big screen. Put our imagination on display for ourselves, and sit back and enjoy it as adults. You know, and then be as a child and trust that we're going to get it. Like, you understand, like a child trusts that if I do this, all I have to do is tell Santa Claus what I want, and then I have to behave a certain type of way. If I behave a certain type of way, if I'm good, if I'm nice, you know what I mean, if I treat others well, then guess what? I'm going to get this at Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get this from the Tooth Fairy. I'm going to get this from the Easter Bunny. They believe it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're tricking them and giving them some shit that's outside of themselves, but they believe that they can live a certain way and it create a certain result. Adults lose that. Yeah. You know, we learn not to, and we learn not to trust. We learn not to trust ourselves. We learn not to trust others. Like, again, all of that is a development stage, though. It's helping us and to come back to ourselves. But no, I mean, no, 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 no. I mean, you're being honest, but you're being right. You're right on point. You know, you're right on point, because those are the developmental stages of life. Those are things that we need in our adulthood. We need to imagine. You know, we need to believe that if we do something, it will have a the positive result, the result that we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, again, I don't don't tell our children about Santa Claus, because we don't want to participate in the lie. But the the reality of children, behaving a certain way, and you know, based upon a a predetermined outcome, is something that we need as adults. If I'm righteous, I know the universe is gonna pay me. If I'm good for goodness sake, I know I'm gonna get my gift from Santa. You see what I'm saying? So as a child, we believe that. As a child, we understand that. Until somebody tells us, "Oh, Santa Claus is a lie. They was just tricking." But the concepts is real. But we never get that far because we like these niggas is lying. We don't trust these niggas. I gotta go for self. Yeah, yeah. Because again, like that's part of the thing of Santa Claus. It's a part about people lying to us about the mystical and magical. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like we don't want to. Like we have to learn that all the energy that we were given to Santa Claus, to Jesus, to the Easter Bunny, is energy that we should be giving to ourselves. And as children, when we learn that we thought we were being tricked and we were being played, that teaches us not to put that energy anywhere, you know, or to hide that energy. Because again, a lot of us, you know, did what we needed to do and we got the gifts that we wanted to get on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would we do that if it don't work? That's a subconscious thing, that's in our psyche now. Why will we continue to be good for goodness sake if there is no Santa Claus? If there is no overreaching thing that's going to make sure that good for goodness sake works, then fuck it. And then niggas try to replace it with Jesus. They try to replace it with Allah. But by this time, we are already corrupted. We are already scarred inside. We don't trust any of these niggas. Like I say, like the worst thing that we could do as children, as parents, is to tell our kids about Santa Claus, is because we never tell them that there is no Santa Claus. They find out that there is no Santa Claus in the streets. They find out there is no Santa Claus from their friends, from sources that we never ask about and sources that we don't care. But now we have to understand that now they respect those sources. Those sources could also offer them drugs, sex, violence, and whatever else because those sources are validated. You know what I mean? So it's like we lose our family and we lose our trust because we can't tell them where the true source is. We send them away from themselves. We send them away from their true selves. They did everything right. We did everything right. We believe in Santa Claus. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna be nice to these niggas. I ain't gonna be on punishment. Nothing. I want my shit. You know, and you got your shit. And then you find out it's all a lie. You're like, well, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Fuck it, cause ain't nobody here. You know, if they lying, then ain't nobody here making sure motherfuckers not lying. You see, but then we grow up and we learn about karma. Oh, there is a nigga over top of us making sure. You know what I'm saying? That we don't. Okay, cool. Now we get it. You know what I'm saying? So once we get older again, we learn about karma. We learn about the source. We learn about our connection to the source, and then that becomes the new Santa Claus. No disrespect, you know, but that becomes the overreaching thing that pays us for being good for goodness sake. That becomes, you know, our excuse to have our imagination play dates. That becomes, you know, our personal relationships and our best friend, our imagination, our best friend, our imaginary friend. You know what I mean? Becomes our highest self. Like imagine if these little kids that's out here, you know, talking to themselves is really talking to their highest self. You know what I'm saying? And like their highest self is giving them pointers on going through life and shit, and we cut that off. Imagine that. You know what I mean? No, right? Our physical nature is a motherfucking um is a compliment to your spiritual nature. I mean, your physical nature is a compliment to you. I mean, you have to understand. Like, again, if there are celestial beings in the sky, like you know, they they would be watching us. They would be excited about us. You know, like again and again, because what we think is physical isn't physical. Nothing here is physical. Nothing here is solid. We can deal in quantum space and talk about atoms and protons, and this electron spinning around the atom. So if there's space in between the electron and the atom, then there's nothing solid. There's space everywhere. See what I'm saying? So the physical is just a fucking a representation of our mental. Clouds change, like colors change. Everything is perception. Everything is based upon how it's perceived. You know what I'm saying? So the physical is not our part. The physical is based upon our mental. Once we master our mental and we have that divine mastery of the mind, then we get to move and shape and bend the world, and have, like I said, like, it like we don't have to change the world. We have to change ourselves in the way we see the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to change. Like, again, like I don't want y'all to, again, this is not, it's about feeling good about us being different. We don't have to conform. We have to just feel good about knowing who we are and knowing our differences. But no, we don't have to change us. No, because the physical is not our problem. The physical allows us to move and manipulate. Like I said, like, flying sounds cool, but there's nothing in the sky. So we'd have to land eventually. It'd be good to do, but that wouldn't be the end all. You know what I'm saying? You could get a jetpack and you could jump on a plane, and you could build a kite. Like, if you wanted to, like, there are people that wanted to fly and they created machines to fly. That's how powerful the mind is. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, and like being a spirit. Imagine you're a spirit flying. What's that like to be a spirit flying? What's that like to be a spirit flying through the sky and flying across the world? Imagine that, because that's all it is. That's all it is. Nobody's going to see the spirit. Nobody's going to touch the spirit. The spirit's not going to do anything other than see and hear and indulge spiritually. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you get to have a spiritual understanding and get to fly and travel through the skies in your mind spiritually every day, anytime you want. And then you get to get up and get on a plane or get on a car and then go touch it as a physical being. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy what your taste, with your identifiable senses and shit. You know what I mean? Because again, there's only one sense, so you already was there in your mind and you were there in your spirit, but then you get to come there in the physical. So the physical is just a complement to your mental. It's just a complement to your mind space. I mean, why mentally do we hurt so bad? I mean, because a lot of us want to hurt. 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 You have to understand, pain, victimization, this shit can become a drug. Abuse, this shit can become a drug. Attention in any forms can become an addictive. Any forms of attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, like a man come home from work every day. His boss shits on him, right? And this is a movie situation, right? Because this don't happen in real life anymore, right? But this is what they would tell you in a movie. We're gonna agree. A man come home from work. His, you know, after a long day of getting shit on at work, he comes home and he shits on his wife. You know what I'm saying? So, um, he shits on his wife. He shits on his kid. You know. But one day he comes home and he like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stop being mean to these motherfuckers because it ain't their fault that this motherfucker at my job is an asshole. So I'm gonna be nice to these niggas. So now the wife was like, yo, what's going on? You cheating? You know what I mean? Like, yo, like you got another chick. What's going on? Why are you acting like this? Why are you being nice to me? You know what I'm saying? Because their relationship has become where she's expecting this nigga to be a monster. And she become attached, or not attached, but used to being subjected to his monstrous behavior. So now when she gives him love, and when he gives her love, she doesn't know how to respond now because she like, who are you? You know what I mean? This isn't you. Like, this isn't the shit we do. You know what I'm saying? So we hurt in our mind for many reasons. That's why we have to work on our mind. We can't work on our physical. You know what I'm saying? We have to work on our mind. So a man thinketh, so is he. If you think positive, you positive. If you think godly, if you think good, you are good. You know? But if you like I say, fear causes sickness and disease. If you are afraid to get sick, you're going to get sick. If you are afraid to get motherfucking rich, you're not going to get rich. I mean, shit. Like, if you're afraid to be successful, you won't be successful. You know? Again, that's okay. So back to this one. This is in your mind, bro. Pain is in your mind. Like I tell you, like, the illest thing for me was I had a toothache eating that old China, that old, you know what I mean, that General So's chicken and shit. You know what I mean? Fried rice, all that extra shit. You know them niggas can't, they be frying that shit hard and that shit. I ain't the only nigga. I heard so many niggas that broke teeth fucking with Chinese food and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I broke my tooth fucking with that Chinese shit. That's the worst pain in the world because it's not only in your mouth, but it's so close to your head that it's like a headache. It's like a brain thing. And I had to find peace. I had to find peace. I had to make that shit disappear. Like, yeah, it probably hurt. It probably still hurt to this motherfucking day. But I had to find peace. You know what I'm saying? And that peace conquered everything. It conquered all my fears. It conquered all my pain. It conquered all my lack of hope and wanting. Once I could just sit there and just indulge in the pain, like, because again, trouble don't last always. If you keep shooting, don't you think you're gonna get a good jumpy? I mean, if you keep practicing, if you go out to the gym every day, your shot gonna get nice. If you focus on your pain every day, it will go away. I mean, no, I'm sorry. No, sorry. If you focus on your pain, it will stay there. If you focus on your happiness, that's what will come. If you looking for pain and sickness, that's what's going to appear. If you're looking for happiness and joy, that's what's going to appear. We do. Peace, God. Peace, young Christian Abram. That's what we gonna call you, Christian Abraham. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. You might feel, I mean, it depends on how the car crashed. Was it your fault? Was it somebody else's fault? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, why did it crash? Was it other people in the car? You know what I'm saying? Like, your spirit, um, again, your mind controls your physical. Your mind controls your physical. I mean, it's going like the beautiful thing about your subconscious is going to keep you alive. Your spirit is going to drive you alive. You could consciously stop breathing. You could do it. You could if you wanted to. But guess what? You're gonna wake the fuck up with a headache. Like, what happened? Yeah, nigga, your dumb ass tried to stop breathing, but just your spirit kicked in, your subconscious kicked in and saved your motherfucking ass. See what I'm saying? So yeah, our conscious, we are consciously aware of pain. We are consciously aware of facts, of being victims and being kidnapped and shit. But we feel differently. Our spirit feels differently. Our feeling that we are going to live, we are going to survive, is way better than the fact of us being able to stop our breath. We can do it factually. We can hold our breath factually. But factually, we can't hold our breath to kill ourselves, because that feeling of our spirit will allow us to live on. You see what I'm saying? So, mm, well, I mean, you're not Jesus. I thought you was Jesus, brother. I thought you was Jesus. You a Jesus follower. You are a Jesus believer. You don't. You're not Jesus. You know. Has Christ not formed in you, or you a fake? That you a fake Christian. You a fake believer. He's a fake Christian. Y'all. We gotta call Christian Abram a fake Christian. He don't believe in Jesus. He think Jesus is a liar. Do you think Jesus is a liar, Abram? These Christians be thinking Jesus is a liar, man, and they be coming around here mad at us because we don't think the nigga was lying. He a, he a Jesus believer liar. Like, how you believe in a nigga that's a liar? Y'all think Jesus is a liar, but you believe him. You know, you know. Let Christ be formed in you, nigga. Where if Christ came back today, would you be ready? Would you be ready? Have you done greater things than him? You know what I'm saying? Would you be ready for Christ today? No, he ain't ready for Christ. He said when Christ come after niggas. See, he wouldn't want to be in the same room with Christ. Come on, Christian Abram, you gotta do better than that, bro. I mean, I would hope so, sis. Because see, your body is a thing that you have to master. The the physical is the thing you have to master. Like, you have to master your physical before you can even get into your mental. You gotta sit your ass still, be still, and know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to sit through a class 4 hours, right? 2 hours, whatever, right? And be still to connect with yourself. You gotta master your physical. You gotta be able to sit still with your eyes closed in the silitude of yourself. Keep your motherfucking muscles, and you know what I mean? Don't itch, don't scratch, don't let a bug, you know what I mean? Don't let a fly land on you, make you nervous or nothing, nigga. You gotta be still over your physical. It can't be, oh, it's too cold, or oh, it's too hot. No, nigga, nothing matters. That's the first step to entering your mind. You can't find peace in your mind if you got jittery fucking muscles. If you can't sit still and be one, you see what I'm saying? So you gotta master your physical in order to tap into your mental cycle. Like, when you see a person in a half lotus position, or a person doing yoga and they practicing um yogic breathing, or karmic breathing, or power breathing, that's them mastering their physical. You see what I'm saying? Like again, you can't get into your true mind state. You can't get into your true God state if you haven't developed peace over your physical. If you can't sit still in order to leave your motherfucking physical, to walk into the motherfucking, to the veil, to open up the veil. You see what I'm saying? So you're Your physical is not your enemy. Your physical is your friend, because you got to master that first. You know what I'm saying? So once you get to one yourself and peace yourself, and you can sit in the room quiet for 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Still, you starting to master yourself. You starting to master your physical. Now you can get into your mind space. Now you can let your mind run free, because you're not worried about flies and bugs and roaches and shit crawling on you, and it's too cold or it's too hot or my back hurt. Or, oh damn, I'm sitting on a nail or some shit. No, nigga, you are in your mental space. You've conquered your physical space, so now you're in your mental space. So yeah, your physical is something that you have to separate. That's something that you have to do. Calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. Oh shit. Calm down, buddy. You might learn about your spirit today. Abrams, Abrams, Bible thumper and shit. That's my guy. That's my Bible thumper, Christian Abram. This nigga is great. This nigga great. Yo, cuz. He got out just before she came, but she was going to time him out anyway. He knew it was coming. That nigga knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. General, that choso, boy, that shit'll fuck your whole day up. That sweet, tangy chosos. He knew you was coming, cuz he got out of here quick. Abram. Right. If you lose your leg, you can still feel it. That's what they say, right? So that's a mind thing. That shit's a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? Man. Right. He said in the joy, huh? Joy is a distraction too. You're right. Right. Joy is a distraction. I mean, again, joy is a distraction. Pain is a distraction. All of those feelings and emotions and up and downs and left and rights and shit, those are all distractions and shit. Like, that's the thing about life. Everything is God. You know what I mean? Every word is just a description of God. So when you label the term, you're taking it away from its true self, its true essence. It's a resource. It's a source. It's something that comes from the source. So every name, every label, every tag is a distraction from its true essence. You know what I mean? But um, that's why we have to be spiritual beings. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta be spiritual beings. That's why we gotta stay meditated. You know what I mean? So we can be medicated. Yeah, even the joy. That was a good one. I like that one. That was dope. That was dope. That was very enlightening. I ain't gonna hold you. That was very enlightening. Like, you got to see the other end. Because yeah, you're totally on point with that. Even the joy. It's all a distraction. And it's not, again, it's what's a distraction? It's the shit. Is a distraction negative? Is a negative negative? Is a positive positive? Like, what's the distraction? So yeah, it's all a distraction. And that's the thing about it. Like, but that's a distraction for a God. That's a distraction for a purpose filled person, a purpose driven life. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, the joy, all of that shit. Like, if you got a job to do, you know, when you working, you can't really be joyful. You could be joyful that you got a job. You could be joyful that you're healthy to, perform the job, and that you have the wherewithal to, see it through. But you can't be joyful about the job until the job is complete. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't be joyful about your crop until the crop is fully grown, you know? So, yeah, I mean, joy is a distraction from the work. The work is the work. Like I said before, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll clean windows and shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm that guy. I'm gonna do what it needs to be do. I'm not gonna have, like I said earlier, embarrassment and joy is the same shit. They all distractions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be embarrassed because I gotta clean the windows. That's what it's required to be done and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the level and shit. Like, I mean, but you got no, 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 no. You gotta understand what is mastering your physical. What is that? What is that? Understand what you're saying here. Understand what you're saying here. You're saying the same thing. You're saying the right thing. You're saying the right thing. You have to master the physical first. You're right. But how do you master the physical? You don't master the physical with the physical. You master the physical with your mind. You claim mastery. You proclaim mastery. You affirm mastery. You know, like again, like when you sit down to meditate, right? Or you sit down to pray, you are claiming and affirming um power over your physical at that moment. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, some niggas, like, you ever see like a nigga, he get down on his knees and pray. And he ain't getting up until he done prayed it out. He done prayed everything he had to pray. You know what I mean? Like you see a Chinese monk or some shit. They might be sitting meditating for like a month or a week or a year, some shit, until they got the clear nirvana, right? That's the mastery of it. Like, the idea of, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna use my mind until I get what I want. It's telling my physical, hey, listen, we be back. You know what I mean? Hold down the fort. I'm about to take the star trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go connect to the source. I'm about to walk in this, because that's what it feels like sometimes, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, when you meditate and you connect to the source, is you see this light in your head. Like, it's you go to this light, you travel into this light, and it's like your goal is to become one with this light. So it's like, if you one with a light, you ain't feeling physical at that moment. You're not thinking physical. You're not thinking about fingers and toes and taste buds and shit. You are the light. You are the source. You are all things and everything. You are everywhere at once. You feel everything. You see everything. You touch everything. So, like, yeah, like, once you decide to get mental, you master your physical. Once you decide to get mental, you master your physical. It's just about developing your mastery. How long can you sit and meditate? How long can you pray? You know, like a singer, she gotta develop her voice. You know what I'm saying? Do re mi fa sol la ti do. You know, no, Abram cool though. You know, Abram cool. Abram cool and shit. You know. It's crazy. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, like you gotta understand too about this religion shit and about Christianity, and that's why I'm feeling like, yo, we gotta be able to go into these books to free the minds of the people. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, I know a lot of these shits because I had to go in there to free myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I can't look down on other niggas that's in there, locked in there, and trapped in a book in the Bible. Because again, it's little keys and code words in this. But again, I'm gonna keep the premise. You know, and niggas know the premise of my shit. Let us make man. You know what I mean? We ain't being made. We making some niggas. So that's my premise. You know what I'm saying? Oh, peace to the gods. See you in it. Peace to the God gang. What up, though? My bad. I see you up in here. God's in the building. Right? I mean, right? I mean, so what you want to do is you want to get to the point where you can't feel your leg. Like, like I'm telling you about the toothache and shit. I wanted to get to the point in my mind where I couldn't feel my toothache. You understand that? Like really, like that's where I was trying to get. I'm trying to get to the point in my mind where I don't feel a toothache, where there is no motherfucking pain. There is no motherfucking problem with no tooth. There is a space in your mind where there is no pain. There is no oppression. There is no poverty. There is no lack. There is no people hating on you and thinking negative of you. No. So when I had that pain in my mouth, that pain, I just, it was all up inside of my face and my temple, everywhere. Just all this. I had my face swole, I had my cheeks swole, everything. And that pain, I felt, oh my God, terrible pain. And when I went and when and you had to find it, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. It wasn't there day one. It wasn't there day two. Oh man. And then it would be little spurts of it. Then like maybe like day two, I was finding little spurts of it. I could catch little feelings, you know, because I don't take Adderall and Tyville and all that shit. I just smoke a blunt, right? That wasn't helping. Nothing was helping. I had to get into my mind, bro. So you want to get where you feel no pain. If you can understand that, you want to get where you feel no pain. You want to get to the space in the place in your mind where you feel no pain. You feel no legs. You feel no torture. You feel no oppression. You feel no racism. No hatred. You know. And you may not even feel love. You might not even feel caring. You just might feel warm. You just might feel connected. You just might feel one. Like you might be bigger than your pain. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be bigger than a body. You know what I mean? Like that's why like yeah, like a pain or something like that or a problem, it's all joy. I know joy is a distraction. Well, that's why you need joy. So you can stop being distracted. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's not your fault. You know what I mean? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Again, like, we talked about like cuz, what I mean? Cuz brought this up the other day. She was talking about being humble and how when people tell you to be humble, it's like they're telling you to be humble, you know, um, to stop your growth basically. So you don't get to feel loved and feel, power and feel great. They don't want you to feel great. Like, you use that term great, but yeah, like being humble is so you don't feel great, So it's not your fault. We're I mean, then like Max brought up the other day about having your cake and eat it too. Like, and if you are able to be great and you were able to achieve some motherfucking cake, it's another mind fuck, another program they got for you. Oh well, you got it, but you can't eat it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You know, like again, and that's part of being numb, part of getting to a space in your mind where you don't feel the pain of being good, because there's pain in being great. People don't understand that shit. Like, you know, why in order for someone to win, another person has to lose. You know, you know, being great means someone else is not as great, and that could be painful to that person. And So being great, we walk around with hoodies on. You know what I mean? We walk around in disguise, like we talked about yesterday. Poverty is a disguise. You know, being a loser, is a disguise. Like being a bully is a disguise. Because we are afraid to be great. We are afraid to be smart. You know what I mean? We are afraid to be motherfucking nice. So we disguise ourselves. We dumb ourselves down. We hide our greatness. We be mean to people so that way, you know, they won't get to play us for being nice to them and shit. They won't get to take advantage of us and shit. We gonna, so it's not your fault. These are mechanisms. These are defenses. You know what I mean? That we are given. Like again, we talking about a child and shit. Like children have the worst problems because they are giving. They share. They know about sharing and giving, and you got a toy, I got a toy, and they get upset when motherfuckers don't share. Like, oh no, what is he doing? He not playing with us? Oh, what's up? What's wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? So those, they have, you know, no problem being sharing and caring and shit. They have no problem being great. They have to learn to be taught and unlearn, right? So, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. I mean, why would that be your fault? Again, you can't take that away from them. You cannot take their experience away from them. That's all they have. Failure ain't gonna kill a nigga. Nigga ain't gonna die from failure. Hopefully, you're not gonna let them die. If it's something that will kill them, then you might have to forcibly stop them. And they can do that sometime when you're not around. But if it's just life, then hey, shit, nigga, go ahead, take a shot. Take a shot. This shit is worth living. It's worth living. We are the living gods. We are the experiencing gods. The experiential. You see what I'm saying? Like how do you know a thing? You touch it, you taste it, you feel it, you indulge, you know? Do it with your mastermind, do it with your master heart, do it with pure intention. But yes, definitely indulge, engage. Like go see Pharaoh. Go show him your signs and your wonders. Go demonstrate your signs and your wonders to the world. If you fail, so what? If you fail, so what? Everybody dropped it. When Moses dropped his shit, everybody dropped their shit. What, nigga? What you saying? What is you saying, nigga? Else fly, but look, nigga, we the top. We around the king. We the best. Everybody got fly shit. We all got abilities. Come back with some more shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. Don't just give up and get mad because everybody can drop their staff and the shit turn into snakes and shit. No, nigga, come back with some more shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes this shit, we need to appreciate the level. that we on. You know what I mean? Versus the level that we started at. You know what I mean? It's I mean, it's a journey. This is a constant elevation. We are constantly reaching our highest self. We going higher and higher and higher. So we need to sit back and look at, look where we've been. Look what we've been through. Look at the experience. So yeah, go ahead out there. Take a shot. We ain't gonna be mad at you. I ain't gonna be mad at you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, peace. That's what we here to do, right? That's what we here to do. We here to uplift each other. You know what I'm saying? We here to uplift each other. You know, we again, we ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna die from this shit. You ain't gonna die from this shit. Like I tell people about America and shit. Like, I even understand about like polite. Like polite got that whole credit shit from me. I got videos out that I don't even put out because them shit's so dangerous. Niggas misused it. Niggas took this shit to another level. But what I was saying, in America, if you mess up your credit or you fuck around and go bankrupt, you're not going to jail. Like, that's life. Like, in life, sometimes you make mistakes. You're not going to die. You're not going to go to jail. You just might make a mistake. You should get up and you should dust yourself off and try again. We have to have that mentality, you know what I mean? That we are survivors. We are winners. You know what I mean? Put me in the jungle. I'm going to survive. Like, you can't kill us. You cannot do anything to us. But, you know, but give us strength and give us, you know what I mean? Give us opportunities to demonstrate our signs and wonders and shit. Yeah, I mean, again, it's all about just psyche and shit. First of all, like, what's joy to you, you can never get rid of. Those are the things that you're going to do more of because you like them. So if you don't call them joy, you don't call them joy. But those are the things that you're going to tend to do more because they feel good to you. They feel right. Things that feel right to you are things that you should do more of. Don't feel bad about feeling right. And don't feel bad about things that bring you joy, especially with your mastermind and with your pure intentions. You know, if you can do things that bring you joy with your mastermind, you are on point. You know, and that's the thing about the joy being a distraction because it shouldn't be a joy. It should just be the thing. It should just be the thing. Like, this is what I do. Like I said, the thing about in LA, people are like, so what do you do? What do you do? And I'm not understanding. Like, it's not like your job. They're really, really people like, they're asking, what do you do? What is your contribution? What do you bring to society? Type of shit. Like, you know. So that's what you meditate on. That's what you focus on. The things that you do. You know what I mean? And they may bring you joy, but learning them things that you do may be painful. It may be uncomfortable. Like, all of this shit gonna be easy once you master it, but in the beginning it's gonna be painful. I don't know what that means. Mind changing, right? I met a woman from AAA. She said she had a dick forever. I don't know, dick, dyked, an addict. I don't know what that means. Oh, an addict. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. I mean, if you were ever an addict, you will always be an addict. That's what the mindset is. If you accept that you were an addict of something, then you have accepted that. It's like if you accept that you were a slave, then you will always be. post-traumatic slave. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what comes with that, accepting that term, that label of an addict and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she might be an addict. You know, is a guy an addict? I mean, depends on you ask and shit. I don't. Again, a guy wouldn't use that term. Like what? Like what would a guy be? You know, addicted to? I get what you're saying. I smoke every day, all day, right? I'm an addict. I don't smoke when I don't want to smoke. I don't smoke around women and kids. I really, I mean, I don't think a God could be an addict. I think a God is a master of his own time and his own mind, you know? So again, an addict is someone who, I mean, could a guy be an addict if he wanted to be an addict, if he called himself an addict? I mean, it's just a label of a person, who puts a label on themselves of being addicted to something, sex or love. And you could be addicted to confrontation. You could be addicted to struggle. You could be addicted to pain. Like there are lots of people would consider addictions. But again, I think as a God, you come to a sense of mastery. You know what I mean? Where even, whatever you do, it's a mastery of it, you know? So that's what I would assume, because anything could be an addiction, to a weaker mind, So um, that's how I would put it. A guy wouldn't use those terms. You know what I'm saying? Because a God is a mastermind. He wouldn't be stuck in the physical. Right? Yeah, that's physical. That's a physical term. That's a physical situation, and you know. I mean, right, but again, like even if you go by the Bible, it's certain parts in the Bible where them niggas is telling niggas that they gods and that they got motherfucking opportunities to be spiritual beings. You know what I'm saying? They got opportunities to live fantastical lives and solar lives, and to, you know, open up the gates of heaven and pour themselves out a blessing. Like that type of shit happens. Like, so it's in there. It's just that a lot of this shit is responsibility. Niggas don't want to pour it. Like you ever have motherfuckers that don't want to pour themselves a drink? You ever seen that? Like I've been around some girls and shit. You know what I mean? And we partying. There's a lot of motherfuckers. There's drinks everywhere, some shit. And she gonna be like, yo, keep pouring me a drink. Like, what you want? Like, you go ahead. It's right there. She's like, nah, can you pour it for me? I don't want to pour it. Like, what? You don't want to pour it? Like, nah, I don't want to pour it. And that's how some people feel. Like, we got drinks, we got everything you want, but they want somebody else to pour their. They don't want to. You know what I mean? They don't want to be in control of their own toxicity. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be in control of their own motherfucking um damn blessings. How about that? We'll just leave it at that. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I mean, but God is God is in control of this world. God is the master of this world. God is the generator of this world. She is the mind of this world. Like again, the word world is word. I know that's like crazy, but this is all a universe, right? It's another word, right? So yeah, like to be bigger than the world is to be bigger than your imagination. You know what I'm saying? It's to be connected to the source. It's to be from what all power springs. That's to be bigger than the world. To be connected to the universe. What's bigger than the world? You know. That's the feeling that you should have. That's the feeling that we all want to have, that we want to share to others. That feeling of connected, of being bigger than the world, being bigger than your problems, being bigger than a job, being bigger than a motherfucking a a a, a bill, or you know what I'm saying? Like, we are everything. We are cosmic. We are goodness and gracious and everything. So you know, I am exactly that. Is all power. And you have to. I am is acknowledging the power, and it's also acknowledging that you hold the power. Like, even back to He-Man and shit. He-Man, by the power of Grayskull, I am the power. Yeah, he said, I am the power. I used to think he said, I have the power. But he said, I am the power. We are the power. So I am the power. As long as you understand that I am makes you the possessor of the power, makes you the possessor of the thing, makes you already in control of the thing. Like, I am healthy. I am happy. I am successful. I am loved. I am loving. I am kind. Like, it's already the power. You claim the power. You know what I mean? You claim the power for yourself, and you claim the power that comes with that. So that's what the I am is. You know, it's you in recognition of the power, and that you hold the power. It's all power. No, feeling is everything. Feeling is everything. Believes none of what you hear, half of what you see, and 100% of what you feel. That's why women kill us, because they got intuition. They are in tune on a whole cosmic level. You know, that's what we need to be. We need to be in tuned. We need to be one with the source, with the vibe, with the cosmic vibration. You know, we need to all be high frequencies, so we can hear the sound of God, hear the voice of God. You know, and be able to move on that vibration, so we can attract things that we want, the things that we need to be God. And to be happy, and to share happiness. Yeah, so we want to be high vibration. We want to be high frequency. You know, feeling is everything. Feeling is our only sense. That's what I try to explain. They say we got six senses, but it's a lie. All of those senses are based on a feeling. How do they say that we see? Oh, light comes and it touches our eyelids. Okay, that's a feeling. We have to feel it touch our eyelids. Okay, how do they say we taste? Oh, things come and they touch our taste buds. Oh, that's a feeling. We have to touch that. How do we know? How do we smell something? Oh, it comes and it touches our nostrils. Well, that's another feeling. Feeling with our hands. It has to come in our ears and touch our eardrums. That's another feeling. You have to beat the drum. So this is all different descriptions of a feeling. Feeling is everything. Believe 100% of what you feel. And that's what they try to do. They try to change the world around us, so that way we can't feel great. We can't feel powerful. We can't feel I am. Because if you feel I am, you know I am. If you know I am, you behave I am. You know, that's what I say. Like, the believe should be behave. You gotta be. You know, right? The one go, but I am one. I am one. I am one of one. That's our theme. That's our theme. That's the overreaching theme of it all. I am one of one. We are one of the ones. Like, That's our theme. That's our theme. There is no other theme. There's no other reminder of your true self. There is no other missing key. That's what that's the reality, the sad reality, right? Is that we are ones. Everybody ain't one. you know, you are one of the ones, and you feel that. That's something that you feel. They don't tell you that. You know that. Your feeling trumps what they tell you. They tell you we are the world. They tell you we are the children. You know what I mean? Everybody was created equal. Fuck out of here. That shit. That's what they tell you. That's not how we feel. That's not how none of y'all niggas feel. But that's what they tell us. You know? That's what being one is, knowing the difference. Knowing the difference. That we different. It's hard to reach. The system is the goal though. The system is the challenge. The system is the challenge. Like I tell people, like, even if you look in a movie, you see motherfuckers and like they gotta like it probably be the whole movie and probably the sequel before they find the wizard. Before niggas sit down with the motherfucking oracle or the person that's in the know, they they gotta do a whole lot of journey and shit. And the reason is because the niggas that's like they not trying to change the world, because they are one. Like when you understand that this is how you come out of it, like this is how you develop, through your imagination play gates. Like if people don't want to be great, they won't be great. Greatness is some shit that they gotta feel. You gotta want to be great. You gotta want to practice. You gotta want to win. You know, that's what makes a person great. Their feeling. You know, the feeling that they can be regardless of, oh well, somebody else won last year, so what, nigga, it's my turn. Well, he's set up to win again. They got their whole team coming back and their coach is known for being a winner, and good for them. I mean, congratulations to them. But it's my time now. It's my time. I'm here. I feel it. you know that's the difference. So the system is just here to help you develop your feelings and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like the system to me is the line. It's the line. It's niggas waiting in line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's niggas waiting in line, sitting in line to go to a club. That's not the system. That's making them wait in line. That's a program. You know, because some of us, some real niggas got know people here. You know, got a cousin at work here, and she got a friend. And, you know what I mean? And we gonna call her friend, and we just gonna walk up to her desk and just give her the paperwork and all types of other shit. You know, we gonna find a way to maneuver the system. We gonna find a way to freak the system. You know what I'm saying? I know how many niggas had cable for $99 for a lifetime. Everybody in South Philly had $99 cable for a lifetime until it went up to 150. So the niggas was getting so much free money that they was like, "All right, we gotta charge 150 for this bootleg cable shit." You know what I'm saying? Like the system. We're not worried about the system. The system is here to be manipulated. The system is here to be challenged. You know, the system is here for people who don't wait in lines. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not worried about the system. The system is for the guys. It's for the guys to manipulate. It's for the guys to control and maneuver and be malleable and shit. You know what I mean? I'm way back. Yeah. As long as you see, you had it for years. You stuck with it. You kept beating it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep beating it, you're gonna defeat it. As long as you like, that's the thing about like a bully and shit. You gotta fight that nigga every day. I know that seems crazy to a lot of people, like some young kids. If y'all got some kids that let them hear some shit, nigga, fight that nigga every day. you're gonna win. You're gonna catch one day. He gonna be tired of fighting. He gonna think of some crazy shit, and you gonna win. And he gonna be done with it. You know what I mean? But two, it's like you obviously you don't know how to fight, nigga. So if this is your challenge, you better go ahead and keep fighting this nigga until you defeat this challenge and shit. So get up here and fight this nigga every day, nigga. You know, you ain't afraid to fight these niggas and take a loss. Like I said, like that's the the fear is the worst. Like losing, being afraid to lose is worse than losing. It's worse than losing. Like a lot of this shit is like you'll heal and shit. You'll heal if you like if you get like a busted lip or some shit, a bloody nose, some shit. That shit might take a day or two. That shit'll be over with. But a motherfucker shitting on you all semester, you know what I mean? Knocking your books out your hand all year. Oh my god, a nigga tripping you down the hallway, playing you in front of your girlfriend, in front of your homeboys every day for a year or 4 years, however long you gotta deal with a bully. Come on, no. Get this shit over with. Go ahead and meet this challenge head on because I'm not gonna be dealing with these problems on motherfucking life. So peace. I hope. Hmm. It might be that. It might be that. It might be that. I remember I said the other day I was like a nigga was like I was like when the niggas cause like like we got like niggas used to hustle whatever like kind of sort of whatever maybe I don't know but like niggas come to you with their money you be like no I don't want no shorts and shit. And when niggas come with their money, right, they be proud and shit. Like, yeah, I got my shit. Like, so what you saying is like, yeah, like niggas is like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas is, yeah, you know, niggas is niggas got, niggas is about getting high instead of being high and shit. I get it. I could dig it. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely dig it. You know? I didn't think about it like that. Because some of the things I think niggas do, to get high is probably crazy. Wouldn't be worth it. But I could definitely get it that I've seen. I mean, I seen a pride in niggas when they come with their money right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is, nigga. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I get it, but yeah, I mean, I guess I was assuming that the addict is the nigga that like getting high and shit. Like, see, like, all right, so like crack. Let's talk about crack and shit. So like, like crack is a different type of drug. Like I know, like like family members and all types of niggas that would get high, like what I mean. But they was getting money before it fell off. Like drugs used to be expensive. It was like a party drug. Like all the bad chicks was doing it. Like the niggas that was getting money was sniffing cocaine. It was like some party shit. It was like some elitist type shit. You know, it was like like you said about like probably about like oh damn he got money he got cocaine type of shit. You know what I mean? That's how niggas was acting with the shit. Like they was elites. I guess I'm young. I don't know. I'm a fucking kid. I don't know about this shit. But I have heard stories and shit of people and it was like they just got caught up. Niggas got caught. The shit switched. You know what I mean? The shit switched. Niggas like oh yo you can smoke it like it's weed. Like what? You can smoke it like it's weed. Fuck it. We hit it. Woo. One hit. Shit's done. One hit. So I get it. You know what I mean? That shit's crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, well, again, though, here's the thing. Here's the twist. Here's the twist. Here's the twist. It's still you are one of one. So your burden is the ones. Like there's no burdens as a guy. That's what I be trying to explain to niggas. That's what the joy of this shit is. Like I'm trying to show niggas a burdenless life as a god. Like you can have only your only burden is your cake. Is that you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's your only burden. Niggas walk around with some cake that they done accumulated. They done did some shit. They done made a fucking difference in the world. They done got a good job. They done went to school. They done enlightened their mind. But niggas is telling them, well, you can't be, you gotta be humble and you can't enjoy being different. So, that's the only burden. Once you let that shit go and you take a bite out that cake, you get into that veil and you start to, get freaky with yourself, like the burden is lifted because you realize I am one. I am one of the ones. I'm not one of the ones that's burdened. Like this, that, what I mean? Like I could understand niggas with the elitist attitude. That's why I always never hate niggas on some elitist shit that feel differently. I understand. I read history. I get it, but that's the feeling of a god. Like like you move differently, you behave differently because you don't have a fucking burden. You're not burdened down by the shit that these niggas is burdened with. Like what is the burden of a guy? Like, and that's what that's what I'm saying to niggas. Like y'all gotta release your burdens. Y'all come here, come to me, heavy burden, and I will give you rest. I said this shit yesterday. Pause, no homo. But like that's the shit that we gotta be on. Like you don't have no burdens, brother. If you got burdens, lay them down right now. Real talk. If that's how we feeling, if that's how we thinking and maneuvering, you don't have no burdens, bro. You a god. You know what I'm saying? Like Max would say, our only burden is our motherfucking cake. We walk around with some good ass cake and they got us carrying this shit and can't eat it. Them days is over. We here for dinner now. Well, I guess it's desserts, right? Praise the gods. I guess it's here for desserts, huh, Max? We here for our just desserts, so we don't have burdens, on this stage as a god, you know. We realize that again, like what is your cake? Your cake is based upon your is an output of your mental ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Your cake has been cooked in your mental oven, in your cosmic oven, in your mind's oven. You know what I mean? What have you been feeding? What have you been in? You know what I mean? What's the ingredients that you put into your cake? So is your cake gonna be delicious? Some of these motherfuckers probably don't even want to eat their cake. Y'all don't hear me. But see, some of us got positive vibrations and pure intentions. So our cake is gonna be delicious. Our cake is gonna be delicious and nutritious. What's delicious and nutritious is shit. You know, good to eat and good for you. So that's why we can't be burdened with this shit. Our cake is nourished. It's nourishment. So yeah, we don't walk around with burdens at this level, at this God stage. You know, yeah. The kingdom of heaven is within. The power is within. I am. Feeling is the only sense. You know what I'm saying? Right. And all pain is can be done with breathing. You know, like not, and mucus is not a sickness. Mucus is a motherfucking symptom, or is a byproduct of a mental sickness. Again, like you say, where does mucus come in at? Mucus comes from here. Mucus is coming to block your gateway. Mucus is coming to shut your motherfucking door. It's about to seal you up. But if you keeping that gateway pure, you keeping that gateway clear, mucus ain't got nowhere to live. You dry that motherfucker up. How you dry up mucus? With air and heat? You know what I'm saying? So mucus is a motherfucking that's oh well, it's like dust in the motherfucking attic and shit. It's like spider webs, cobwebs and shit. That's what mucus is. Cause again, that where do you see God? You see God on the top of Mount Sinai. You gotta get to your pineal gland. You gotta enlighten up your pineal gland. You gotta get that flicker, that spark going. How do you do that? Breathing, focus, attention. So when you got mucus that's coming from here, it might get all up in your mouth and nose, ear, throat doctor, all this mucus shit. It's because you're not properly breathing. You're not keeping the gateway, the doorway open. You know what I mean? To enter into that light. So that's the symptom of a nigga that's not in through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. When you focused on it. So that's how you deal with mucus. Yeah, like if you look at the motherfucking movie, I Am Legend, not I Am Legend, the Book of Eli, that nigga's supposed to be blind the whole movie. The Book of Eli, that nigga blind the whole movie, but he walking up the tables, putting his bag on the table and shit, petting cats. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga ain't blind. Like he got feeling. You know what I mean? Like that's everything. It ain't no thing. You know, it ain't no motherfucking thing. It's just one sense. It's all feeling. You know what I mean? You know, I am that I am. You know, the great I am that I am. You know, I am that I am, and that's all I can be. You know, and that's it. That's all you have to be is I am everything, all things, anything. Think of some shit I am. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and that's why I say once we change our perception, we change the reality. You know, once we change our thought processes, our thoughts, we change our mind. You know, these are the ingredients of our cake. You can't have your cake and eat it too. But if you God, can't nobody tell you what to do with your shit. So you making your cake and you making it a, you know, pleasing to your taste. And you baking your cake and you making it soft and moist according to your likings. You know, because it's your cake. You want to eat it. You ain't got no burdens. I'm telling you, if y'all got burdens, we need to deal with them. We not walk around here with no burdens of carrying no cake and not being able to eat it too. I don't even know where that is. And Abram, I don't even know where that is. Right? By her rope. I don't know. Jesus might come down and give him a lift. Jesus might fly down and give him a lift. Whoopsie. Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Niggas smoking crack nowadays. Niggas tripping. Right. But niggas smoke crack. I mean, shit. Niggas smoke crack. Niggas doing meth. Niggas, I mean, niggas is crazy. Niggas is crazy. You don't give a fuck. Niggas is crazy. Fuck. I mean, shit. Niggas is crazy. Like, niggas was still smoking crack in the 90s, man. Niggas was smoking crack in the 2000s, man. Like, crack babies, all that shit is in the 80s. Shit. Niggas is getting high up until 2000s, man. Like, really, seriously. Like, now they just, once they went into Afghanistan, them niggas start bringing out the pills. They got that heroin. The dope is back. You know what I mean? So that's why niggas switched. But niggas just want to get, Niggas want to get high, man. I mean, listen, man. I, listen, the shit is entertainment. You know what I mean? It's entertainment for people lesser mind. Not say lesser minds, but like, look, it's entertainment. Some niggas is here to be entertained. They don't have an overall plan. They don't want to be God. You know what I mean? They don't want to see God. They want to watch God on TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. Everybody, you know, you know. Definitely, I gotta, man. They blocked me on Facebook, but yeah, I hopefully I should be back. This shit's almost the new month, right? I've been blocked since Labor Day. What the fuck? They blocked me for 30 days of Labor Days. Niggas on vacation. They fired me on my day off for this motherfucking shit. So I can't even. I haven't even been back to Facebook because I'm like, y'all blocked me. I don't even fuck with y'all. Fuck y'all. Nigga. So I'm gonna go over there and check that shit out because I've been blocked. Yeah, that new Matrix shit it's just what I thought. It's just what I thought. Shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just what I thought. It's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. Like, yo, man, like, and that's dope though. That's what I'm saying to me. It's dope. We gotta understand how dope this is. You can't get out the Matrix. Why are you trying to get out the Matrix, nigga? Stop. You know what I mean? Yeah, we trapped in this shit. Why would you try to get out? Like that don't make sense. To try to get out of the shit. Master the shit. Like the fun shit was mastering the shit. Once they mastered the shit, he became one with the motherfucking machines in the end. That's why the shit is he regular now. He should be the god of his own world. I don't know what this shit is about. I don't even want to get into the shit because I'm living this shit. I understand what this shit is about. That's what I'm saying. Like people don't understand what it's like being in the know. They think you're gonna want to be Michael Jordan. You gonna want to be fucking Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like you don't like that's not the goal of a motherfucker of the one, like of any of the ones. You know what I mean? We want to be cool, we want to enjoy life and all that shit, but we don't necessarily want to be part of the lie. You know what I'm saying? But there's no escaping this shit. There's no need to escape this shit. That's what I'm saying. We have the power to master this shit. We have the power to be God in this shit. What is the reason to escape? You want to go somewhere else that you might not be God? I don't know. I don't know. Go somewhere else. You gotta learn their whole shit. Like I don't know. Like I'm cool. We stick. Let me get this down back before we start going on to other levels and shit. Motherfuckers ain't master life, ready to be dealing with motherfucking Dracos and shit. Like goddamn, nigga, you can't even beat the niggas from 19th Street. And you try to fight a nigga from motherfucking from Sirius? Come on. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to focus on mastering our motherfucking mind, mastering our mentality, mastering how powerful we are out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? On Earth, because niggas is the most powerful motherfuckers in the cosmos, but we are on Earth. You know what I mean? Like, trust me. Trust me. You know? Like, that's the thing about aliens and shit. Like, like, if niggas be like, yeah, it's aliens and spaceships and all that shit, like how advanced are these beings if these niggas is still using spacecrafts and all types of other shit? And we talking about being spiritual beings and these motherfuckers still flying physically and they not astral projecting off this motherfucker. They don't know how to talk to niggas on a cosmic plane and shit. What type of shit is they on? Like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You got to fly over this motherfucker on a machine. I don't believe it. Not to say it can't be done. But I'm not gonna put no power into these niggas. We here, bro. We are the ones. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I can't believe we are the ones on this cosmic will, on the cosmic plan, and believe we connected to a source of all things, and then believe that it's something out more powerful than us. Not to say it ain't nothing as powerful or equally as powerful, but they would have to be connected to the same shit that we connected to. If anything, it would just be a stage of development for them. Like, okay, cool, them niggas is just a little bit older than us. That's like a kid in the 12th grade, you in the 10th grade, or you in the 9th grade. He a senior. This nigga could beat your ass. He could literally break your face, and he could do it in front of millions, right? But y'all niggas, y'all get older and shit. Now that nigga 30, you 27. You ain't scared of that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. That 3 years is a big difference when you were a little kid. You know what I'm saying? So just because the motherfucker is older than you and might be a little bit more developed than you in this stage doesn't make them your God or make them anything to us. So I don't know. Yeah. 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 Yep. It is. Box. BOXSTAR PROD. Box Star Prod. Like Productions. BORSTAR BOX. Box Star Prod at Gmail. Boxstar. BOXSTARPROD at Gmail. Like my. So yeah, that's the email. No doubt. That might be the intro. We gotta hear it. The other song was it though. Oh, word? Yeah, send it to me. I mean, again, like a lot of these movies, man, you gotta understand too. Like a lot of these, everything here is here to wake us up. I know people don't understand. They don't understand that. Y'all don't want to believe. A lot of people don't want to believe that everything here is designed to wake us up. Like, like I used to think like some of the stuff like okay, like I got a TV station, right? So I got an Instagram page that got like thousands of followers, right? But it used to get like tens of thousands of views like each post. And then after a while, they start blocking my shit. And I used to figure out like why they blocking me like this. You know what I mean? Like why don't they just delete my shit? Like the fuck? Why are they like blocking me and shadow blocking and shit? Like I'm just this is regular TV shit. You know? Like even so like what I'm saying is they want like niggas want the shit to be the shit. They need us. Like, all right, so they won't block me because BET is stealing all of the styles that I'm bringing. Fucking like, like they had to go get a Tyler Perry to come to BET to fuck with the shit that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And on different levels. You know what I mean? So it's like niggas don't want they don't want to stop you. They want to learn from you. We are the gods. We are the teachers. Like I said, we don't have a culture in America that we can say is our culture because they done took it and sold it. Everything that these motherfuckers do, they learned it here in America. They learned it from niggas. They take it and they steal it. And they that's a patent. You gotta come up with an idea. You gotta get a patent from these niggas. And you gotta get a copyright from these niggas and tell these niggas your shit first. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas don't want to stop us. They just want to hide it because they need this shit. This is how they get they juice. They not waking up with no motherfucking knowing and shit. These motherfuckers ain't knowing nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't wake up knowing no shit. These motherfuckers steal everything from us. So they don't want to block us. They want to shadow ban us. They want to just keep us in safe places where only the ones gonna find out. Where only the ones gonna be able to catch it. You know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna block this shit. They trying to encourage this shit. Them niggas trying to get me to fuck around and you know, and monetize this shit so they could get me on the hook and all that other shit. Yeah, come on, monetize this page. You got 1,000 followers now. Yeah. Here's the email. Welcome. Like, yeah, right, cool. We'll try it one day. We'll get to it. I'm not tripping. I'm gonna let them do what you want to do, but they ain't gonna see. They not gonna promote it. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do none of that shit. But they're not gonna hide this shit. You know what I mean? They're gonna hide this shit. They're not gonna take it down because they own this shit. They own this shit. Niggas see, that's what I'm saying. We don't understand our power and what the fuck we bring. We are the motherfucking juice. You know? Like like and that's what I'm saying. Like again, like I could look around like in like the little agency and shit. You know what I mean? And I could see how how the agenda switched. You know what I'm saying? How now niggas have switched agendas and shit to combat new energy, to combat new thought. Like everybody going to switch. Everybody pushing the new topic now. All the agents is on this other shit now. We got to combat this thought. We got to combat this. This shit makes sense. Let's use this and manipulate that. You know what I mean? We're going to manipulate it like this. We're gonna add just a little bit of falsehood to it. So that's what they've been doing. You know, just add a little bit of falsehood to it. You know? Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. So, I don't know. I was just joking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know where to play it. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking me up. Let me see it. Yeah, Gulliver. That's my shit. You know, like that's life. We need to be out here traveling this shit, seeing what's going on, enjoying the world of this motherfucker. Gotta put up India. Oh my god. That's what we gotta do. I mean, it feels like that. It could be that. It feels like that. You know what I mean? It definitely feels like that. That's how life feels, like, you know. But we gotta understand it is all a game though, dog. It's all a game. You know? This shit is all a game. It's all a master manipulation. It's all a game, you know? And it's just about how do we master the game? How do we master the source? Like, you know, it's all a game. You know, and again, how do you feel? Like I say about a nigga getting killed on TV, you know, in Michigan or Missouri or Maine or Minneapolis or, you know, Florida creates protests around the fucking country, right? That's crazy. You know? That's a whole class up. All right, I'm about to watch that shit. All right, cool. But yeah, I mean, like to think about the Gulliver shit, right? Like, I mean, again, it don't do it not feel like people are motherfucking AIs and shit. Like if that's, I mean, again, it's how you need to, it's how you can justify the shit. AIs, simulation, holographic universe, um, you know, reptilians and you know what I'm saying, motherfucking Palladians, all you know what I mean? It's how people break down the subspecies of man. That's what they doing and shit. You know, everybody like again, like I say, like black people have a lot of love, have more love for all white people than white people have. Like white people don't, they understand the differences amongst other white people. Like you know what I mean? They wasn't necessarily trying to include all all nations of Europeans into you know what I mean into their great whiteness situation. And they still have this thing about poor white trash. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's trash? Trash is a product that motherfuckers don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like they have a concept of trash. You know, like they got people that's born as garbage. Like this is the old. This is people that are born as, you know, rejects, trash. You know, refuse. You know what I'm saying? And we look at them differently. We look at these rejected white folks, and we try to love them and care for them, and you know treat them better than their own kind treat them. You know what I'm saying? But they feel like it's a difference. They feel like it's some type of separation between them and shit. Like you know. So, however, they gotta justify the differences between them themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's cool too. But that's what those movies are doing. They understand the differences between themselves and shit. When they in Europe, they don't live We Are the World in Europe and shit. They don't be on that shit. It's a very it's a very elitist society type of shit. Niggas come to America and get into this American dream. You know, get into some. You can be whoever you want to be in America. Like you can't be whoever you want to be in Europe. Basically, now you probably could. But in most countries, you can't be whatever you want to be. Motherfuckers don't have that type of dream mentality, that type of, you know, that they can do anything is possible to them type of mentality. That's an American thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the average motherfucking Caucasian that you meet don't want to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to be a motherfucking a billionaire for real. You know what I mean? They just want to be, you know what I mean? Good citizen type motherfucker and shit. I gotta see it. You going on and on about this shit. God damn, he going on and on about that. I gotta see it. You hyping it up. I'm gonna have to watch it and shit. I'm gonna have to watch it because you going on and on about it. Mm. What's up? Do y'all got any questions? Y'all in here chilling? People, slow playback. I'm gonna have to watch the movie, but it's a good movie. I hear you, guys. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to watch. You said you sent it. I'll see it, and if it's worth it, we'll do a class on it. You know, try to fit it in there. You know what I'm saying? Try to fit it in there and make sure the guys get it. But yes, today's class was about prayer and the power that prayer has in changing the mind. Prayer is a mind changing process. Focused attention is a mind changing process. Once we change our attention, once we change our minds, the world around us change. Our problems disappear. You know, our enemies become our servants. You know, once we change our minds. So, you know what I'm saying? The power is in our mind. The power is in our focused attention. You know, praying and seeing ourselves healed, praying that we will be healed and knowing that it has happened, claiming it to the universe, speaking it loud to existence, affirming it in front of others. All of these things add power to it. That confidence, that affirmation, that you willing to step out on faith and to speak the word in front of others adds power to it. You know. No, I'm not saying you. I didn't say you went on a subject. I didn't say you went on a subject. I didn't say you went on a subject. I was just kind of, wrapping it up, winding it down. But no, I mean, I didn't say you were on a subject. I didn't say that. I just said you going on about it. I don't know. I gotta watch it. I didn't say you were on a subject. I definitely said that. You chilling. You do. You good. She said today for once. Nah, you chilling. I'm with you. I just gotta watch it. I just gotta watch it. I just gotta watch it. But I'm gonna watch it though. You gave me the link. I'm gonna watch it. I ain't got nothing else to do. My life. Nope. So yeah, But yeah, I was gonna let y'all go though, because it's coming up on the 1 o'clock hour. We've been going for 2.5. So if y'all have no questions though, he gave me homework. Matt, sis gave me homework today. You know? So as always, it's my pleasure to converse with the gods. Y'all know I love you. I love doing this. Thanks to sis, thanks to Max, thanks to Cuzzo for coming through, for sharing with the gods and keeping it funky. No doubt. No doubt. We all gotta watch this shit. It work. So, peace to the guys, peace to the guy gang. Thanks for attending class today. I hope this helps. Oh, no doubt. My bad. Peace to Abram. Salute to Abram. Thanks for coming. Christian Abram. Salute to him. Salute to everybody that's watching on the playback. Thanks to the gods. We love you guys. Love being in love with you. I'll see you guys. If nobody told you, I love you. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Peace to the gods. Peace to the God gang. Salute the ones. Prayer is a mind changing process. Peace.